All right, welcome back. Just a couple of tidbits. The Louisiana Department of Environmental Quality declared an action day for the New Orleans area yesterday for fine particle pollution due to a burning marsh fire near I-110 and I-510. The National Weather Service alerted 8 southeastern parishes about the smoky haze, and prevailing winds took the smoke over the West Bank and New Orleans metropolitan area. I don't know if you smelled the smoke today. We did in Terrebonne Parish for sure, so not sure how many people in our viewing area actually smelled that smoke, but it was around today for sure. Let's see. And also, the Office of the Sheriff of Lafourche Parish announces a loss of K-9, dog named Possum, over the weekend during the search for a suspect in the southern part of the parish. Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Office deputies responded to the 18,000 block of Highway 3235 shortly after midnight Saturday, after a call came out that a suspect was fighting with a state trooper. K-9 was called out after the suspect got away from the trooper and was last seen running to a grove of orange trees. Then they took a break, and they are assuming that the dog suffered a major seizure, which caused his body temperature to spike in the hot weather. So once again, K-9 Possum was given the same ceremonies and dignity that a police officer would be given, because he is very important in the line of duty. So let's do this. I want to talk also, phone lines are open to 879-1231. I want to talk about the horrific murder in Thibodaux. Doctors, and if you saw also the Comet, they've been covering this story pretty closely, and there you can see the killer. Well, doctors are going to decide if the gentleman you see in this picture, I shouldn't even say gentleman, that's my bad on that one for sure. He's accused, and accused is also a word that we use in the news business, but he did it. 7-year-old disabled son more than 2 weeks ago, and it's a sanity commission comprised of 2 doctors. It's now overseen by Judge John LeBlanc. The results will be given to him during a hearing at 1:30 p.m. on October 17th, and other motions are expected to be filed by prosecutors on Wednesday, and that will be heard at 1:30 p.m. on September 14th. And so that's also just something that's going to be in Thibodaux news for quite some time. Let's go back to the phone lines, and then later on in the program, we're going to take you back 6 years ago to Hurricane Katrina, the anniversary today here, and we remembered it so well at HTV. It consumed so much of our airtime for many, many days, and it consumed your lives for many, many days. And, you know, just on a personal note, I take away so many good things that happened from Katrina. The community coming together to help people out. The people who gave countless hours to help people who were in need, including those in New Orleans. But I also take away stories that I remember vividly of people who were getting help. And I can remember just hearing them say, I don't want that gumbo you cooked for me. I want McDonald's gift certificates, or I want Popeye's gift certificates, or I want, and I remember so vividly hearing that, and it just made me actually sick to my stomach that people in America could be that way. And I think a lot of that has to do with entitlement. A lot of that has to do that we have come to expect that everybody is always put on this earth to give away things. It's not that people are expected to do this. They wanted to do this in a time of need, but some people took it the wrong way. And actually, you know, so there was 2 sides to these hurricanes that I always remember, the good side and the bad side. So certainly we want to hear your comments on that for sure. Back to the phone lines. HTV, welcome to the program. Go ahead, please. Hello. Are you there? Yeah, go ahead, please. Oh, HTV, are you there?
Hello, Mark.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, that was my bad. I didn't hit the button.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Hey, Martin. Well, citizens of you in Terrebonne Parish.
I'm going to get
correct?
Jason to put you louder in my ear, a little louder. Go ahead, though.
You live in Terrebonne Parish, correct?
Who's that?
You live in Terrebonne Parish?
Yes, I do.
All right. You ever go to Southland Mall to go shopping or just go and take care of business at Southland Mall?
Yeah, I don't go a whole lot, but I do end up there at times.
Well, you know, you did a good job with this bath salt and all that around Terrebonne Parish and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if you could do something to straighten up what's going on at Southland Mall. People's using this place for a babysitter. We went shopping over the weekend, 2 weekends ago, Southland Mall with the family. It's a disgrace on what's going on inside that mall and outside the mall. You got white and black wearing pants down to their knees. Vulgar language thrown out all over the place. We sitting down waiting for my wife and little girl to get out the store. A fight just break out in the middle of the mall. Well, you got the mall cop on their little two-wheel ride there, but by the time he gets there, it's all broken up, gone. I mean, this is a sad situation, what's going on in a public place right here in Terrebonne Parish.
Now, you say it's the weekend? Is it the weekend or is it?
Mostly Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
You know, they got these, you know, these parents that don't have nothing else to do and don't want their kids around. They go drop them off at the mall and let them go walk around. You know, I mean, it's sad to, you know, take time and go there one weekend. Bring your camera with you so you can see what's going on.
Yeah, well, they probably will not allow the cameras inside it because it is a private facility, but I do have to honor that. But I will. I'll make a point to drop by and see what you're talking about.
I know how you take care of things. You know, you could get things just like you did with that bath salt and stuff like that. But, I mean, it's a disgrace of what's going on in that mall, you know. And I'd just like for you to go there one weekend, a Friday or Saturday, you know, 5, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and go take a walk and see it, and report back to see what you think about it.
All right, I will do that.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you. Appreciate the call. HTV, welcome to Bayou Town tonight. Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, you're probably a little younger than me, but
well, thank you.
You're probably a little younger than me. But I don't know if you remember, but in the old days, you know, you respect older people and all. But I just want to know with the convenience stores. You know, I think there's still a lot of food stamp fraud going on with the food stamps.
Yeah.
I've been trying to call you and talking to you, but you know, well, I understand the person before talking about that, but it's just.
Yeah, I agree with you. Food stamp fraud.
There's a lot going on.
It's big.
People don't know about that. They don't see it every day. Because I go to some of the convenience stores and I'm not a racist or nothing, but in minority neighborhoods, and some of them are still doing that. And you still try to get that 1-800 number fraud, but they don't really answer.
But let's do this. Let's be fair, and I don't want to. It's not just a black community issue, because I've seen the whites.
I didn't make it as.
Well, no, I'm just saying it's the whites also.
Yeah, I understand that.
Because what they do is, and I'm sure you've seen it before, they walk up with stuff that the average family, first of all, couldn't afford, and they live in hog the hog on it. And then the other ones, I think, somehow are able to sell their food stamps, or I'm not sure how they get around it, but they sell them.
Well, they know the system better than the government.
Yeah,
really.
they take less cash for it. So in other words, if they have $100 worth, they may sell it for $50.
But
and then they go get their fix on drugs with it.
There's a lot going on, and you know, I call my representatives and all that, and I voice my opinion about it. And there's a lot going on that people don't know.
You know, and I think you would agree with this, because I've beaten my head up on this, and I've given many talks on Bayou Town on this program a couple of years ago on entitlement. We in America have created a monster with all this stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
We have kids that are adults now that have never had to buy anything because they've been given it their whole life, so they cannot function without a check from the government. So they think that life is about getting a check from the government. They don't understand what work is.
Yeah.
So we have, in essence, and I say we sparingly because it's not all of us that agree with it, but our government, our U.S. government has created a monster with this entitlement.
Yeah, I don't know if our senators and representatives know about what's going on out there, but there's still a lot going on out there.
All right, well, I appreciate you bringing it back up to us.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. And I want you to weigh in on that also because, it just seems like, maybe it's me, but when you turn on the national news, there's so many things that are happening. I mean, so many things that you shake your head and you go, did I just hear what I just heard? And it really makes you wonder, what is going on with America. And look, this ain't a Democrat or Republican issue, so if you listen, I'm not trying to make it one. I'm trying to make this about getting down to the morals of what people do. Getting down to, I was telling somebody at lunch today, I never saw my mom come in the house, staggering in the house, drinking. Matter of fact, I don't know if I ever remember seeing her drink. But, and I just don't know if we've lost that, and I always say it, and people laugh, the Mayberry days are over, or the Leave It to Beaver days are over, and they're gone. But we're not even close to those days today. It's a whole different kind of feel to the world. The world is more connected through the internet, through cell phones, through everything, and kids are smarter. Kids are a lot smarter than we were growing up because they're street smarter. They grow up quickly because they're in it. They're in this whole deal. So your thoughts on that? We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back, and also want your comments on that, and then we're going to also bring you back to some of the coverage that HTV had for Hurricane Katrina. So don't go away.